So this is how I tie up my paste Ronnie rig. So I take a nice section of my hook length, which I use coated braid, depending on how long you want your rig, so add how much you want. I don't strip any of the coating. I like to keep it kind of semi-stiff, just due to me preferring. But you want to attach your Ronnie swivel by doing a loop knot. So all you do is make a loop, and then you fold it over into 2 loops like that, and then pass your swivel back through, wet it, and just pull tight, just like that. Then at the other end of your hook link material, I thread on my anti-tangle sleeve and repeat the loop knot. But with this loop knot, I do it slightly different. Let me show you. So I do my loop as normal. Yeah, again, fold it around to make it 2 loops. I twist it and then push back the loop that we started with, pull tight, wet it a little bit and pull tight. So far you should have an anti-tangle sleeve and a Ronnie swivel. Next, you want to choose your hook pattern and size. I like to use the curved shank hooks in size 8 or 6 for this. I then thread on a kicker onto my hook, because I just prefer kickers. You can use a shrink tube if you want. It is quicker to use shrink tube, but I like to use kickers just due to the fact that you can change hook a lot quicker. So once I've got my kicker threaded onto my hook, I then attach the Ronnie swivel to the eye of the hook and then push down the kicker in place. Your hook area should now look a bit like this with your kicker or your shrink tube. I then attach a ring swivel, a micro ring swivel, to my hook, and then I also add in a hook bead. So I'm using a barbless hook, but after you thread on your hook bead, you want to sort of balance it where you think the barb of the hook will be, or your hook point. It should look now like this. That is just a basic Ronnie rig. I will now take a length of bait floss. After you get your length of bait floss, all I do is just thread it the eye on the swivel. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but that's that eye there. Thread it through, and I will show you what to do next. I will now get the stopper of the bait orbs from One More Cast and thread that onto a bait needle. So my One More Cast bait stop for the bait orb is now on. All I do is attach that onto my bait floss like that and just pull it down. I will now do the same with the One More Cast bait orb, and that is just to hook on the bait elastic, press the latch down and thread it down yet again just on top of the cap it comes with. And all I do is now is just tie a few little overhand knots just to make sure I know it's going to lock in place nicely, just stop it from shaking and falling off, etc. Then what I do, if you see at the very top there's like a little lip sort of thing, I just quickly give it a little blob with a lighter, smooths it down a little bit, helps fish not detect it as easy. But there you go, there is my paste Ronnie rig. I'm also going to show you how I make my paste.